Hello, everybody. Everybody out there in the YouTube ether, netherworlds. Oh, oh, I'm the host now. Oh boy. You're the host now.
Oh, you're the host?
No, you are.
Oh, got it. Okay. I don't think we're still live, so let me do that again.
Yeah, we are actually. According to my Zoom, we are. Because it is still flashing YouTube.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, it says the content of this meeting is being sent to YouTube. All right, well, there you go. We're
Don't you see
professionals
it
here.
in your
I do now, yeah.
left hand, right hand corner? Right hand corner.
Yeah. We are professionals here, ladies and
Totally.
gentlemen.
Totally. We can edit this part out.
I don't know if we can on the
No,
live thing,
no,
but
not on the live stream. No. That's what they always say, right? Back to the studio. We can
yeah.
always vet this out.
Are you recording on your end?
I am. You mean
Okay.
on my
Yeah.
mobile? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into it.
Yep.
Hello,
We're factor
everybody.
one engage.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Captain's Quarters, the unofficial Star Trek rewatch podcast, where we are rewatching the entire Star Trek franchise, starting at the beginning of the chronology, working our way through. Um, we have finished Star Trek Enterprise. We did 2 seasons of Discovery, and now we are halfway through season two, a little bit more than halfway through season two of Strange New Worlds. And my name's Gabe. I have never seen Star Trek for the most part. And I'm with my co captain, Jason, who has seen Star Trek. It's been a fan. And that's our format. And we're glad you're listening and watching. And Jason, make it so.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
I'm doing
It's been a
great.
while.
It has been a while.
Yeah. It's good to be back.
Always good to be back. Um, let's get into it.
Yep.
So, we're talking about Strange New Worlds, season two, episode six, called Lost in Translation. Here's the brief synopsis via memoryalphafandom.com. Thank you to them. Uhura seems to be the only one who can hear a strange sound. When the noise triggers terrifying hallucinations, she enlists an unlikely assistant to help her track down the source. So Enterprise is at a station, which is an outpost and refinery designed to harvest deuterium used as fuel for starships. Um, so we have the Enterprise there, we have the Farragut there, and then we have the station there. It's in Bannon's Nebula at the edge of explored space. And so the idea is that they can refine this deuterium. It's a massive reserve. It's going to power Starfleet for generations to come. Strange stuff starts to happen there. Uhura starts to hallucinate. She sees Hemmer, um, the engineer who was
The
killed.
dead one.
Yes, killed in the finale, I believe, of season one. Um, he was the Andorian subset. Never remember what they're called. But he's like a albino Andorian. Is albino politically correct? Is that word
It
okay?
is. It is still, yeah, it is still, it's still politically correct. Yep.
Okay. So Hemmer and Uhura had a close relationship. She starts to see like a zombie version of him around. Um, she recognizes that it's a hallucination and goes to sick bay. They're doing brain scans, trying to figure out what's going on. At the same time, at the station, things are going wrong. Una is down there with Hemmer's replacement, Pelia, and Pelia detects sabotage. Una doesn't believe her. Things are going awry down there. So the unlikely help that she enlists is one Captain James Kirk, who was just promoted to first officer of the Farragut. He comes aboard the Enterprise to see his brother Sam. He meets Uhura in a bar. She has one of her hallucinations. She ends up punching Kirk in the face. Kirk, witnessing her distress, starts to help her. He offers his chief medical officer's help back at the Farragut. Um, and he kind of becomes her confidant in this episode. Um, they figure out that the saboteur on the station was this guy named Ramon. He's also having similar hallucinations to Uhura, but his is more advanced. He eventually, via his hallucinations, ends up sucked into the vacuum of space and is killed. Kills another officer in the process, I believe. And what they figure out is that there are beings living in the deuterium in another dimension. They're able to traverse the dimensions uh, in the form of these hallucinations. So they're basically trying to tell Uhura, hey, you guys are finding this, and in the process, you are killing us. And the whole thing is they're trying to get her to stop them refining it so that it stops killing them. So she eventually figures that out. She convinces Pike of this, and their solution is they're going to blow up the station and not going to refine it anymore so as to not kill these people. And it turns out Ramon was on the same trajectory. He just was a little bit more destructive about it. He was trying to blow up the station, but was trying to do so in a way that would kill a bunch of other people. Um, yeah, those are the broad strokes. At the end, Kirk and Spock meet for the first time, which is a pivotal moment. And that's the episode in a nutshell. I try to keep these synopses brief, and we can talk about it now. And there we go.
And as always, that was a great playbill.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
For any of you theater nerds, I love, yeah, playbill.
Oh yeah. Speaking of, I don't think I told you this. I'm
Oh,
going to London in 2 weeks.
oh, you are
Uh,
going.
yeah,
Oh, cool. Awesome.
and we're going to the West End, and we're going to see First Child.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
and we're doing apparently there's a version where you see part one night one and then part two night two.
Yes. Yes.
We're seeing parts one and two in the same day.
Oh, nice. Okay. Fun.
So
How long are you going?
not that long, only like 4 days.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Fun.
I know J.K. Rowling's not necessarily an ally and a friend,
Yeah, no.
but
But it still should be a good show.
yeah, we've heard good things
That,
about the show.
it's a philosophical debate that I often have, how do you separate the art from the artist if you can?
Yeah, and I think we decided that we can.
Yeah,
Um,
I would imagine so.
yeah. But yeah.
Awesome. Should be
Yeah,
good.
I hope so. But anyway, speaking of playbill, that's where that
Yeah.
tangent came
No,
from.
yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, okay, so we get yet another episode with Kirk, and I am having a hard time tracking his interactions with this crew because every time they interact with him, it's an alternate reality.
Right. This is the first time in Prime Universe that
Yeah.
we actually get Captain Kirk.
Yeah. And so actually the season finale of season
Yeah.
one, it wasn't when Hemmer died. It
No.
was when they meet Kirk, but it's an alternate reality where Kirk is at the helm of the Enterprise.
Yeah.
Um it was
He's
a mi-
not. He's not the. He's not in command of the Enterprise just yet. In the
in the alternate
penultimate episode.
in the alternate reality, Pike from the future visits Pike from the past
Yes.
and says, "Hey, I know you're like planning on changing the timeline, but just so you know, if you do, you're going to mess things up." And he goes, "Allow me to show you." He shows him the alternate future where Spock gets killed, basically.
Yeah.
Um, and it's a callback to one of the TOS
Balance of terror.
episodes.
It just
Yeah.
mirrors the balance of terror. It's just that Pike is in command of the Enterprise and Kirk is in command of the Farragut.
Um, in the alternate or the
Yeah.
prime?
No, in the
Okay.
alternate. Yeah. So that's
Oh, got
kind
it. So
right.
because
That is
Pike
the difference.
survives,
Right.
yeah,
That is the difference. Yeah.
you're right.
Well, one of the main differences. There is no Farragut in the balance of terror. It's just the Enterprise.
Makes sense. So because Pike survives, Kirk
He's
can't
still in
take
command of the
his
Enterprise.
seat.
Yep.
Right. Okay. So we met Kirk, but that wasn't real. And um I assume Pike has memories of that. And so when he sees and meets Kirk, he has to pretend that that never happened.
Yeah. Hmm.
Um, and then La'an in this season had a similar thing where a temporal war, which we've seen a lot of, especially in Star Trek Enterprise,
Hmm.
there's a device where it enables time travel. Um, there's someone who is trying to like change the course of history with Noonien Singh uh, Foundation or whatever that was called.
Hmm.
And in that case, La'an and Kirk were brought into an alternate reality in the past. And La'an and Kirk, it was strange because they like fell in love in that episode, but it was a situation where if La'an succeeded, it would destroy Kirk's reality. If Kirk succeeded, it would destroy La'an's reality.
Yep.
And from our perspective, La'an's reality is the prime timeline. So that was yet another situation where we had a whole episode with Kirk, but it wasn't real.
Yeah.
And then here we are again. Now in the prime timeline, he comes onto the Enterprise, and La'an is there, and I assume retains those memories of Kirk, but I guess has to not reveal to him of their brief romance.
Yep.
And like she was really taken with him in that
Yes.
episode.
Yes.
So I don't know if this episode sufficiently like addressed La'an's feelings if she had any residual from that other episode.
And yes, she did. Remember at the end of the episode, she makes contact with Captain Kirk. Lieutenant Kirk or whatever he is at the time. And you know, I don't know, but as a viewer for myself, she kind of like it was wistful that because she was so alone and that she developed a real connection with alternate universe Kirk that it was kind of like, oh yeah, it she did have still had lingering feelings for the young James T. Kirk.
But didn't necessarily address them,
No,
and
no, no, no,
definitely
no, no,
not
no, no,
with
no,
him.
no, 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 no.
Yeah.
She made up some security excuse in terms of Sam. It was connected to Sam's security profile or whatever the case might be. So no,
A lot of restraint on her behalf because,
a
like I
lot of
said,
restraint.
she really fell head over heels for him. And the fact that she didn't make a move, so to speak, is a little
Yeah,
surprising.
yeah. Well, again, but it could also be because of the the alternate version of Kirk may completely be different from the Prime Universe James T. Kirk. So who knows?
Who
Who
knows?
knows?
Okay. Well, I mean, a big thing with this episode too is this like Schrodinger's cat um,
Yeah.
discussion that Nurse Chapel and Spock have, and it it's dealing with alternate dimensions and um, on one side there's just a lot of alternate dimension themes here. I guess that was my total thought there was um, that
Hmm.
was a big theme here. Um, Uhura's character arc was that her family was killed in a shuttle and she couldn't really deal with it. The pictures of that haunted her, and it always made her like hypersensitive to imagery of death. And so this these images of Hemmer really were really affecting her. And it also just made her afraid to be an officer throughout this series so far. She's just been reluctant to the point where she's like basically quit Enterprise. Um, you know, being like, I didn't even want to be here, and they kind of have to coax her back. And I guess the death of her parents kind of explains that, um, because it just has created a lot of doubt in her mind. But she comes full circle because at the end, when she does succeed in saving these deuterium beings, um, deuterium riding beings, whatever you call them,
Hmm.
inhabiting beings, Hemmer is then seen, but he's like himself. He's not a zombie corpse. And that's her kind of letting go of some of those feelings. And I thought that was actually satisfying because I don't think I really understood her reluctance before, and it was actually also kind of confusing. It was like, why are you really here then if you're so reticent about these things? It's weird that you're here,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I thought that was satisfying, them kind of closing that loop.
Yeah.
And it's a little disappointing when you get more of the Chapel Spock because the previous episode where they had started making out basically,
Oh yeah. Hmm.
that was such a like hot and heavy scene. Like that was like it seemed like the start of like just like the relationship of the
Hmm.
series, and they really just kind of threw cold water on it this episode, I
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah. Well, again, Star Trek, this Strange New Worlds has gone back to the episodic
Mm,
version of it, and then this was obviously a new Uhura-driven episode. So yeah, we'll just have to wait for another Chapel Spock episode, maybe
yeah,
soon.
yeah, maybe. What else? So, we learned a bit about Kirk, or I learned
Uh-huh.
his father George was in Starfleet.
Yes.
His mother was Winona. Um, his father was on the USS Kelvin. Um, and then, of course, we got the meeting of Kirk and Spock, which, like, in the context of this franchise, it's a momentous
Moment. Yeah. Hmm.
meeting. That's a
Hmm.
big deal. It does feel weird though because we've hung out with Kirk so much that if even though it's like very evident this is alternate reality Kirk when we did meet him, it just feels a little weird that
Yeah.
we're supposed to be like, hey, everyone meet Kirk. It's like, well, we already know this guy a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Not sure how I feel about some of that, but
I agree with you.
yeah.
I actually, so much so that I'm going to take it one step further. I was not entirely sold that this was the right episode for him to be Uhura's guide. I thought it should have been Pelia.
Interesting.
Yeah. Um, to, yeah. See, so And I still think you could have had Sam Kirk be, the xenoanthropologist and been like, "Oh yeah, this is what I do." To me, there's a mini story, and see, I think they try to do too much with this. There's a mini story with Una and Pelia, and Una having issues with Pelia succeeding, taking Hemmer's place.
Hmm.
And I get that. And I think they could have saved that for another episode. I think they have another episode in there that they could have addressed that. What I thought they were going to do, and to me, it would have been more impactful for that reconciliation because we know how close Uhura and Hemmer were. To be put into like that kind of tension to have to work together,
Yeah,
I thought that would have been more impactful as a story than with Jim
yeah,
Kirk. To
right.
me, this felt like them trying to shoehorn the real Jim, like the prime, as you've been mentioning, the prime universe Jim Kirk to us as the audience.
Yeah,
There is an oh man, um, yeah, yeah, I think it could have been done in a different way to introduce us to Jim Kirk. Um,
yeah. So here's what it feels like, and I think this is what you're getting at. When they introduced him at the end of season one, and then the episode with La'an and the
hmm
Singh Foundation, it feels like they're really keen on this actor playing Kirk. Possibly they're trying to set him up for his own series.
They are totally. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
The end of Strange New Worlds will probably end with Paul Wesley, Jim Kirk in command of the Enterprise. No question about it. And they're
yeah,
absolutely setting up for
right.
the stories of the original series before the original series. Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah. And it's like they can't wait to get him on board,
Yeah.
pun intended, or not,
Yep.
I don't know,
Nope.
whatever. But
Yep. No pun intended.
that they're just like finding any excuse to shoehorn him in, as you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's exactly how it felt. And and I love these kinds of episodes. Star Trek has done this before. Oh man, an episode called Dreams with Data. It's very similar. There's a Deep Space Nine episode that's very similar. You could kind of loosely connect it with Devil in the Dark from the original series, where it's an alien species. Hey, you're killing us, can't communicate with you, so we're gonna connect to a character and express whatever message that they're trying to do. This is very much a Star Trek thing, which I love, and I love the execution of it, and I love that it was a Hura. Again, it's a character-driven episode, which I love, um, which was missing in Discovery and very much missing in Enterprise, but we've talked that to death. I just thought the guide should have been Pelia, the one that makes Uhura because there's so much conflict. You could have driven the conflict so much with so much more tension than there would been with James Kirk.
Yeah. I didn't even think of it, but you're absolutely right. Yeah. I mean, just symbolically, the fact that she took Hemmer's place. I
Yeah,
mean, and
took Hemmer's
yeah,
place, and now you're forced to deal with these two have to do it together, you know, because it's the engineering part, and then it's the communications kind of, you know, interworldly, interaction with these deuterium living beings. And you could have definitely had two other characters be the one on the space station to kind of try to get that going again.
yeah.
So,
You, you know, I'm still not on board with them killing off Hemmer. Especially like in Enterprise when we met that species, it was such a, you know, it was such like an emotional episode with
Yeah.
um their oppression and how they kind of transcended that and um that Enterprise episode where we met them, that was really cool. And I kind of fell in love with that species.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And then when we got one of them in this series, I was really excited about that.
The Enar. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you remembered it. ER. Um, and then they killed him off. And I'm like,
Yeah.
there better have been a damn good reason behind the scenes. Like he must have got another job or something.
No, I think so. The reason is I think that they're threading in mainline characters, and you know, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's terrible that we did. We had, and this was a great goodbye episode, actually, in a way.
Yeah.
Um, it's not him, but it's a great um kind of send off farewell episode for Uhura. But yeah, I think they're just because I know they're probably at this time, season two, they're trying to work in the main line, and they're going to try to work in mainline characters that we know and love from the original series. And yeah, I agree with you. But on the other hand, I agree with you that they could
But
have
but
had Hemmer.
mainline is not Pelia, right?
No, 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 no,
Okay.
no, 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 no.
Okay.
But to have Carol Kane at the same time, I'm like, ooh, that's yeah. I think she's just a gem of an actor.
I just also like when there's like the token alien,
Sure,
like Dr. Flux
sure,
um on Enterprise.
sure.
I don't know. I mean, I guess we still have Spock,
Yeah,
but I don't know. Just a weird choice, not one that I like very much, but
yeah,
what are you gonna do?
yeah. Not much.
I mean, I understand Una is special, Peli is special, but they present as humans.
Yep,
So,
yep, 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 yep. But yeah,
I'm more Star Wars than Star Trek, as
yeah.
anyone listening that
As
knows.
we all
So,
know, yes,
so
yes, yes.
anyway, um, but yeah, you're right. Good send off to Hemmer, um, on it like a happier send off than the tragic, sad one that we got.
Yeah.
Um, anything else with this one?
I mean, you know, the only other one, like I said again, could have had the mini Pelia Unachin Riley. I'm mad at you because not only did you take, Hammer's place, but you know, the you've lived so long that I was your student, and didn't get a good grade in engineering class at the academy. I think they could have saved that for a different episode. That could have meant something else. But yeah, no, I don't think. I think we're. I think that's. I think that covers it. That was.
So the USS Kelvin
Yeah.
is when you talk about the Kelvin timeline, is
Yeah.
that the same Kelvin?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. I don't know where that comes from. I yeah, I do believe that there is that linkage because for those of you who haven't seen Star Trek 2009, the J.J. Abrams version, Chris Hemsworth plays George Kirk, and the USS Kelvin is destroyed by um the Romulan Nero. And so yeah, I do think there is a connection there because with that destruction, it changes with the supernova and all that kind of stuff. You can't just call it the Romulan supernova universe because that happens, I guess, in the rest of canon. But yeah, I do think it is due to the fact that the Kelvin is destroyed in the J.J. Abrams verse, but is obviously not destroyed. And
Hmm.
George Kirk,
Got
lives
it.
and he sees he sees Jim become captain and all that kind of stuff, and he doesn't lose his father.
So the supernova is the inflection point. There's like some timey-wimey
Yeah,
stuff as a
yeah,
result of a black hole in the supernova or something.
sort of. Basically, there's a supernova in the future, and Spock. Yeah, so there's a supernova. Um, Spock and this Romulan garbage vessel really gets tossed back into time. They land at this point in the 22, whatever it is, 2250s. George Kirk is sort of in command of the Kelvin for 10 seconds. Um, and basically slows Nero down a little bit, um, and dies in the process. And that's how we kind of start the Kelvin J.J. Abrams verse.
Hmm. Okay. And so even though technically some of that stuff is parallel to where we're at now,
Yeah.
um, our interpretation of our watch through is that we're not like we're watching the prime timeline.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I guess like as a commitment to watching all of Star Trek,
hmm
that would mean that if we ever get caught up, um, we'll have to like go back and
Yes.
watch those movies.
Yeah. There is so yeah, it's there. I think I don't know if people have I is there a star date in this J.J. Abrams movie? I don't remember, but I think we have to. It's about it's either before or right about Strange New Worlds that Biff steals the DeLorean and creates
Hmm.
this tangent
Right,
and
right.
creates you know,
Yeah. Hmm.
the J.J. Abrams verse. It's
Yeah.
about this time.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe season two we've passed it, but yeah, it's around here.
Got it. So, audience, we're gonna not like even though it is like the same like year, perhaps it's a different timeline.
Yeah, I would
So,
argue that it's not canonical. It's not.
yeah. So maybe like if we get caught up to season three, Strange New Worlds, instead of jumping ahead, perhaps maybe that would be
We'll
a
watch the
conversation. It
Three
could be
Kelvin
a
movies?
yeah, it could be a
Three
conversation.
Kelvin movies. Yeah.
Honestly, I thought it was four, but
No, I don't.
you know more than me, so I don't know.
I think it's only three.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have seen the first two for sure. Um, but when I watched them, I didn't know I was watching an alternate timeline.
Yeah,
So
it's an alternate timeline. Just because JJ wanted to create his own drama tension of, oh, will they survive? Oh my gosh.
well, anything else with this episode?
No, I thought it was a really good episode. I love the fact that it was Uhura driven. We get to explore her character a little bit more, and that it is a I don't know, sub microcellular species calling out for help. And and this time it's a little violent hallucination kind of dealio and not like a peaceful one. Like you know,
Mm,
subliminal and a little bit more, whatever the case might be. But yeah, it was a good episode.
yeah, time to grade it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
time to
give
grade it.
it. I'm gonna give it C plus plus.
Okay.
It was it was average.
Yeah.
Um, Not bad.
Yeah.
Didn't really do it for me.
Yeah.
This is all relative too. I mean, there's been some great episodes.
Yes. Yes.
Um, and
Yes.
so
Season 2 has been fantastic.
yeah, the whole show has been.
Yeah.
Um, but just when it measures up, when you measure it against other ones, it just doesn't really hold up. So,
Yeah.
how about you, buddy?
This gets a 1.5 pip for me. A lieutenant grade episode, fitting for Uhura, I guess. And again, it's knocked up with her, really.
Yeah, it's
It's
true.
not down because again, I think they had a huge miss on who acts as her guide.
Yeah,
It,
yeah,
it's not a huge knock. Great that you want to introduce Paul Wesley in the prime canon. Spock get to meet Kirk, all that kind of stuff at the end. Um, but I thought Pelia would have been a much better
yeah,
counterbalance to
for
Uhura.
sure.
So
Cool.
yeah,
Well, moving on to other universes. So we got a Mandalorian Grogu trailer.
yes,
I've watched it 1.5 times. I will 100% see it in the theater. Um, Got to be honest, bro. It does nothing for me though. I don't. I don't really care. Um,
really,
yeah,
wow.
I don't. I just don't care.
Oh
Um,
no, oh no, what happened? Did Andor ruin the whole
that's a good question. Perhaps I don't know. Did it
did
do anything for you?
Gilroy? The thing about it was like, first of all, I thought it was fake. I was like,
Oh,
oh, this is a deep fake.
yeah,
This
yeah, yeah,
isn't right. And then when Dana Barrett Ripley showed up, I was like, oh, no, this is really a deep fake. And then I went on StarWars.com or whatever it
He means
was, and I was like,
Weaver.
Sigourney
Everybody.
Weaver, Ripley, Dana Barrett. When I saw her, uh, I was like, oh, this is totally a deep fake. And then I had to go to StarWars.com. I had to go to like an official
Yeah,
site to make sure. And I was like, oh, okay, it's real. So that's one. That's the first thing.
yeah,
Secondly, I was like, oh, you know what? They're probably I I thought they did a good job at showing you and like getting you in, but not giving the whole thing away. Because I'm interested in seeing who the bad is.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I'm interested. I'll watch it. I'll probably enjoy it. I
Yeah.
just, um, I just don't care, though. Um,
Okay.
I, I don't like, in Attack of the Clones when Yoda pulls out a lightsaber and starts flipping around the
Yeah, yeah,
room.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, of course.
Like, I just get those vibes from from Grogu's evolution.
Oh, this is all fan service and stuff.
And
And
it's just like when Grogu is connected to that like force portal and like meditates and it like explodes in the energy of force. Like to me,
yeah.
that was like goosebumps.
Okay.
Like that was his demonstrating his just magnificent power, and that is why we think he's cool. But then
Uh-huh.
the trailer shows him like with some like scope or something, and he like looks like he's preparing for a fight, and it's like there's it's supposed to be like ironic, or there's supposed to be this juxtaposition of this tiny little thing like in military gear. Like I just it's just corny, and it's some kind of weird humor that I just don't care about. Like
Okay.
I want to see the Grogu who is like creating this huge force
Mhm.
tornado
Yeah, 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 yeah.
out of some ancient temple. Like
Yeah.
to me, that's why he's cool. Is that
Yeah.
and not what he evolved into, which is Din's sidekick.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of
For
course. Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
so that's just where I'm at.
Okay. Well, I mean, it was only one trailer, so we'll probably get one or two more, maybe, or a teaser, because it comes out what in May of
I
26,
think so. Yeah,
June 26, something like that.
I think they said May.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll probably get a couple of more things. Who do you think is? What do you think the story is? Do you have any idea?
I don't remember where the Mandalorian left off. I remember there was the dark saber. They stopped some cloning facility, um, and Giancarlo Esposito got the dark saber. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't even remember where we left off. And I just
Didn't they beat the Huts
there
and
was
help?
that might have been the Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, right, 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 right. I was about, didn't he settle down on his homestead on Tatooine? Isn't that where we left off? He kicks up his feet
I
on
think
his home.
Boba Fett did in Jabba's palace, right?
Right. But I thought Mando at the end.
I thought
Leave.
Mando. I thought Grogu had to decide between attending Luke's academy or joining Din Djarin, and
Yes.
so he chooses Mando, and they fly off in the N1 starfighter.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. Okay, okay.
To, and whoever is watching, listening to this, I'm probably completely wrong, but again,
No, I
I
don't.
just don't care that much about this to have.
Yeah.
I definitely only watched it once, and when I was watching it, I just didn't care. So I'm probably just getting it all wrong. But that was just the impression that I got
Okay.
was it just ended with them being like, "Yeah, we're sidekicks now, and we're gonna go fight crime as
Okay.
um, some sort of weird acolyte and diminutive child alien. Like I don't know.
This is a Star Wars inspector kind of dealio, private eye. When
Yeah,
you're in trouble and you need help, call
yeah,
Mando.
yeah.
You don't think Katie Sackhoff is coming back for, this is
Oh,
a Mandalorian story.
I hope
We're
so.
going back to Mandalore,
That's a great question.
all that stuff.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that because yeah, she was gonna mount the or someone was gonna mount the mythical
Yeah,
man.
Bo-Katan, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I forgot about that. That would be cool. Yeah, that'd be great. If they throw that in, I would love that. If she ends up being the star, that'd be awesome. That'd be now I'm excited.
Oh,
Now I'm excited.
okay.
If it's like half her,
Yeah.
that'd be
Did they
great.
work in? Do you work in? Okay. Yeah, do you work in like because this is right around the time. This is right around the time of Ahsoka, isn't it? Do you work in Grand Admiral Thrawn?
Oh, so um
Would you work in Grand Admiral Thrawn, or is this a completely imperialist, empireless story? And this is about, you know,
yeah.
the terrorist or the not the terrorist organizations, but the underbelly seated world, and then Mandalore.
Yeah.
Do you
Man,
work in the Empire yet?
I don't know.
Because I because they haven't really. I mean, they did with Moff Gideon and teasing the return of Grand Admiral Thrawn. But do you work in that storyline? I don't know.
I don't either. I don't know. I hope so, to be honest. I really do.
Okay.
I I see that's the thing about Mando. It's like the characters around him are cooler than him.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So yeah, if they throw in all that, then
The
yeah, that'd be
Space
great.
Lone Ranger.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
great. Throw in Ahsoka, um, the whole gang. Get the whole gang in there. That now I'm down. Now I'm excited.
Okay. Boba
But
Fett too? Too
no,
much?
see,
Too much?
I feel like Boba Fett is settled. He's
Okay.
retired.
Okay. Okay. He is the head of the Jabba's former whatever.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So, but I mean, they also have to make a movie, right? So
Right. Exactly.
if
What?
if if they go in and they're like reference after reference after reference, like who's the audience? The very small subset of people who have watched all of this shit, like us,
Yeah.
because it has to be marketable to someone who just walked in off the street and walks into the movie.
Yeah. I
I,
agree.
I mean, I guess the precedent is like if you walked into like Marvel's Avengers Endgame or whatever. I guess if you walked in off the street and you saw that, you would be like, what is happening? Um, you kind of need to see a bunch of stuff in order to see that. But for the most part, movies have to stand on their own.
They do. They do.
So I don't know how you do all this stuff
Exactly. Thank
as a
you.
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So that was gonna be my other point. The other, not point, but the other thing that I wanted to bring up was like, okay, I'm worried that it's gonna be truncated and it's gonna be just like this one long like episode where I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, you could have done that on Disney Plus on the small screen, whatever. But I am curious at how they are going to balance like that this has to be an epic, as you're talking about, standalone film
Yeah.
and be as dynamic and be theatrical, but yet still have the elements of like, well, where did that come from? Oh, you know what? They pulled some of that from the show, or whatever the case might be. I do think you still have to have some links to the series and yet still be big and theatrical and be a movie.
Yeah. And I don't know how to do it. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it also creates another problem was I assume they're going to continue some of these shows because like we don't know what happened with um that mythical beast on Mandalore that
Oh yeah.
the chosen one was going to mount and all
Yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
um
That dragon thing.
yeah, like the big horned thing, the one that
Yeah.
the Mandalorians use as their symbol.
Yeah.
um that story needs to continue. Like, how do you have like this movie? And at one point, I thought that it was going to be two movies. Maybe I heard wrong. I don't know. But
Okay.
how do you do all of that and then go back to the show?
I don't know if they go back to the show. I think the movie ends the the
Yes.
the series.
So then I think you have to then do what we're talking about with bringing in all these characters.
Right. Exactly. That's
Yeah.
what I think is gonna happen. Because I don't think we're gonna go back to the series after this. I could be wrong.
It seems like either way, they're doomed.
Yeah.
100%. I will 100% see it. There's a ton of people like me who will just see it just because it's Star Wars, but um, I don't know. So there we go.
All right.
And then for me also, I know Jason, you're not a gamer, but
I am not.
there is a new Zelda game
Oh
coming out
yes. Oh
November
yeah.
6th.
I thought it was
Um,
supposed to come out this month. The standalone Zelda game?
nah, November 6th.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that'll be a big component of my life coming
Okay.
up. So
All right.
I've already made 3 YouTube videos about it,
Oh boy.
and it hasn't even released yet.
Oh
So
boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, but it
technically,
has.
four video 4 videos about it.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
And but it does because it's a standalone and they've done this
yeah,
before.
yeah. It's a spinoff.
Yeah, it's a spin-off. Yeah.
Yeah.
That should be exciting.
So look forward to that, everyone.
Awesome.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you for listening and watching. We appreciate it. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. We appreciate it. And until next time, live long and prosper.
And may the force be with you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jason.
Thanks, buddy.
Hope to see you next week.
Yeah, next week. Hang on. I can let me look. We should be around. Yeah, we should be around next week for sure.
All right.
All right, have a good one. Good to see you.